All right, continuing on with the inverse square law, so just some practice questions for you here. So the first one is asking if the radiation dose to a patient was 10 millisieverts at 100 centimeters distance, what would be the dose if the distance was reduced to 76 centimeters? Anytime I get to a word question or a math question, I like to ask myself a couple of questions. So here's some examples. Basically, what is this question asking of me? Which equation am I going to use to figure it out? And which direction should my answer go? Remember, when distance decreases, patient dose will increase. So let's go to the next slide here, and I'm going to show you how to kind of break this question down. You have to find the key words. All right. So I highlighted radiation dose. So instantly I know this is going to probably be an inverse square law question because it's asking me about radiation dose. It's giving me an original dose of 10 millisieverts at a distance of 100 cm. And it's asking me to find a new dose at a new distance. So what is this question asking me? New dose at a new distance. Which equation am I using when you use the inverse square law? Which direction should my answer go? My dose should increase because I'm getting closer. So if you guys have like a multiple choice question or multiple choice answers, sometimes you can even look at the answers and not even have to do the math. Because if the number doesn't go up on all four, if numbers are low, below 10, you can instantly cross those out. All right, that's just a cheater. But if you do have to do the calculation out, you got to put it in your formula. So you have to plug in all the info. So here's our question again. So 10 millisieverts at 100 cm. We're reducing to 76. So over here is your equation, I1 over I2, D2 over D1 squared. Okay. I like to break down my equation like this in a list and then put it into the equation. So I1 is 10 millisieverts. I2, we don't know, right? That's what we're finding. Distance 1 is 100 cm, but remember, it has to be squared. So do that first. Don't forget that step or your number is not going to come out correctly, okay? D2 is 76, and again, that has to be squared. Take the numbers that you have, put it into the equation in the right spots. All you're going to do at that point is then cross multiply and divide. Remember, your number has to go up. So when I calculate this out, I get 17 millisieverts. This box down here, I'm just showing you what happens if you put the numbers, if you flip-flop the numbers. Instead of D2 over D1, you put D1 over D2. My number went down. So instantly, it kind of red flag. I'm like, oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted my number to go up. So that's going to tell you you put your numbers in the wrong spot. You flopped your distances. So as long as you know which way it's supposed to go, when your answer comes out, it's kind of a quick, oh, I went the wrong way. Restart. Question 2. Very similar, okay? Radiation dose to a patient is 5 millisieverts at a distance of 100 cm. What would be the dose at 152? Again, what is this question asking me? Do you know which equation to use right off the bat? And which direction should my answer go? So my distance is increasing. That'll reduce my patient dose, right? So let's find the keywords together. So radiation dose, keyword, buzzword. We have an original exposure, so we have 5 millisieverts at 100 cm. It's asking me for a new dose at a different distance. So what is it asking me? New dose at a new distance. Again, inverse square law. And which direction should my answer go? So dose should decrease, right? Because we're moving farther away. Plug it in. So here is your question. Remember, this is our inverse square law formula. So find I1, 5 millisieverts. I2 is what we're asking to find. D1 was the same. It was 100 centimeters. But again, don't forget that it has to be squared. D2 is 152. It has to be squared. Don't forget to square those numbers. Plug them into your formula in the right spots, then simply cross multiply and divide, and you'll find for x. So the number that I got was 2.2. Is that what I wanted? Yes, right? We wanted our number to go down. Down in this bottom square again, this was where I flip-flopped the numbers on purpose to show you that the number is going to go the wrong direction. So if you put your distances in the wrong spot, you're going to get a number higher, and that's not what you want. Okay, just a quick roundup. Inverse square law. Is the question asking you to determine the dose of radiation at a new distance? Then yes, you're going to use inverse square law. The dose will be likely demonstrated in sievert or Gray. Inverse, just remember your I's and D's are flip-flopped on the inverse square law. So I1 should be next to D2, and I2 should be next to D1, so it should be sort of crisscross here, diagonal. Use your common sense too. Are you increasing your distance from the source? Are you getting farther away from the source? Your dose is going to go down. Are you decreasing distance from the source? Are you getting closer? Dose will increase. Just watch your formula. Make sure you put those numbers in the right spot. If your number doesn't make sense, you set up your formula wrong. Okay? And